Let's clear up some misconceptions people have on soul base attacks. People complain about Sukuna being able to block Soul Cutter with his hands. They say it's an ass pull, but it's not. But due to JJK complex nature, some people just forget already introduced concepts. Before I begin to explain how Sukuna blocks Soul Cutter, let's explain how Soul Cutter work. Soul Cutter bypasses all physical durability to touch the soul directly. This means the durability of many physical substances can't stop Soul Cutter from touching your soul. That is also how Mahito's curse technique and Yuji's soul attack works. Soul Cutter Katana is just an Walmart idol transfiguration that changes the shape of the soul by making cuts appear on it, which Mahito's CT can also do, but not limited to that. What people keep on forgetting is that the person only takes damage when their soul shape changes. The moment a cut appears on their soul, their body will take on the shape of that cut soul. Now let's explain how Sukuna did it. In chapter 23 of the JJK manga, Mahito landed and soul attack on Nanami's body, but Nanami was able to resist it. Mahito noted that Sakura can protect their body with curse energy, aka curse energy reinforcement, but not their soul. This was because a person needs to be able to recognize their own soul for them to reinforce it with curse energy. This functionally means a person who knows the outline of their own soul can reinforce their soul to defend against soul attacks. Sukuna is shown being able to recognize his soul when he was able to split his soul, not Yuji's, into a finger, and also heal his soul. Chapter 23 also indirectly confirms RCT can heal the soul, because if a person who can recognize their soul can reinforce it with curse energy, it means if they know RCT they can reinforce their own soul with RCT, which would result in them healing their soul. Remember, healing your body is just like how a cursed spirit heals its wound by reinforcing with, so except you're reinforcing the body with RCT instead of curse energy. Basically flowing RCT throughout your body, which require you to know the outline of your body to do, shown in chap 252 with Yuji. So all Sukuna did was reinforce his soul with curse energy, thus it doesn't matter if the soul cutter bypasses his physical durability to cut his soul. If the shape of his soul doesn't change, then his body won't reflect anything because his soul's shape ever changes shape. Also, this is why I don't believe Sukuna used tiny dismantle to block Maki's soul blade, as they were only shown on his palms and didn't cover his entire hands. If it could cover his entire arms, why didn't Sukuna use in chapter 250 on page 3 and 7 to block Yuji's soul attacks? Instead, Sukuna got hit. Sukuna did have access to cleave and dismantle inside the domain expansion, but still didn't use it. But then again, it would also be weird if Sukuna couldn't cover his body or arms with tiny dismantles when it's shown many times that Sukuna CT doesn't just come from his palms. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter which one you pick, Sukuna has two non-ass-pull ways of dealing with soul attacks: tiny dismantle barrier and soul reinforcement. This is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed.